Welcome to the DEFCAM. The Indian Army's cross-border drone operation inside Myanmar on July 13th represents a dangerous escalation in regional military tactics and a deliberate rehearsal for renewed aggression against Pakistan-administered Kashmir. This operation, reportedly involving approximately 100 unmanned aerial vehicles of Hebrew and French origin, targeted camps of the United Liberation Front of Assam Independent in Myanmar's Naga self-administered zone. According to Ulfi Communications, the strikes eliminated Senior Commander Lieutenant General Nayan Assam and injured 19 cadres, with a subsequent missile attack during his funeral killing 2 additional leaders. The technical execution showcased India's growing proficiency in networked drone swarms capable of synchronized strikes, likely employing loitering munitions like II Harab for precision impacts. Such capabilities mirror systems previously deployed against Pakistan during Operation Sindoor in May 2025, where Indian drones targeted civilian infrastructure under similar counterterrorism pretexts. India's framing of the Myanmar operation as a counterinsurgency measure ignores the violation of Myanmar's sovereignty and parallels its unjustified attacks on Pakistani territory. During Operation Sindoor, India similarly employed standoff weapons, including BrahMos cruise missiles and drones, against alleged militant sites in Pakistan, resulting in civilian casualties at mosques and residential areas in Muridke, Bahawalpur, and Muzaffarabad. The repeated use of disproportionate force, characterized by high-volume drone deployments and disregard for sovereign boundaries, exposes India's adoption of an Hebrew-style expansionist doctrine. This approach normalizes preemptive strikes under nebulous security justifications while deliberately testing international tolerance for violations of international law. The timing and methodology of the Myanmar operation reveal its function as a full-spectrum rehearsal for Kashmir. India's integration of real-time satellite downlinks, electronic warfare suites for GPS jamming, and AI-driven target acquisition in Myanmar directly refines capabilities first tested against Pakistan. During the May 2025 Sindoor escalations, India's S-400 systems and Rafale jets faced severe degradation from Pakistan's electronic countermeasures, including Link 17 data link networks that disrupted radar and satellite guidance. The Myanmar strikes allowed India to practice overcoming such defenses in a permissive environment, refining coordination with ground intelligence to penetrate dense jungle terrain. This operational learning directly translates to future incursions into Azad Kashmir, where India seeks to bypass Pakistan's layered air defenses. Pakistan views India's evolving cost imposition strategy, articulated by Modi after Sindoor, as retaliating against terrorists and their military backers alike, as a deliberate blurring of lines between insurgent groups and sovereign states. By conflating Ulfi with Myanmar's sovereignty and Kashmir-focused groups with Pakistan's security apparatus, India manufactures justifications for cross-border aggression. This tactic mirrors Hebrew's campaigns in Gaza and the West Bank, where civilian infrastructure is labeled terrorist hubs to legitimize bombardment. India's procurement of Hebrew drones and surveillance tech further operationalizes this doctrine, enabling extrajudicial strikes with minimal accountability. The humanitarian consequences of such operations are severe and systematic. In Myanmar, the secondary strike on Nayan Assam's funeral exemplified indiscriminate escalation, killing non-combatants during a ritual gathering. This echoes India's May 2025 attacks on Pakistani mosques like Masjid Umm-ul-Qura and Muridke, where strikes on prayer congregations killed women and children under the cover of targeting militant infrastructure. Pakistan's military assessments confirm that India's drone-centric warfare deliberately amplifies collateral damage through saturation attacks, undermining regional stability. Pakistan warns that India's actions constitute a deliberate destabilization of South Asia. The Myanmar operation signals India's intent to resume Sindoor-style offensives in Kashmir, utilizing drone swarms to overwhelm Pakistan's air defenses. Such aggression risks catalytic escalation between nuclear-armed states, particularly given India's public dismissal of nuclear deterrence as a red line. Pakistan's leadership reiterates its right to defend territorial integrity through proportional retaliation, as demonstrated in Operation Bunyan-ul-Marsus, May 2025, which neutralized Indian BrahMos missile sites in response to airspace violations. International complacency toward India's expansionism, evidenced by muted responses to its violations in Myanmar and Kashmir, only incentivizes further brinkmanship. Pakistan views the Myanmar drone strikes as a tactical dry run for renewed hybrid aggression against Pakistani sovereignty. India's alignment with authoritarian actors, Myanmar's junta, and adoption of asymmetric warfare models erode bilateral trust and regional security architectures. Unless the global community uniformly condemns cross-border violations and holds India accountable for its repeated sovereignty breaches, South Asia faces a destabilizing cycle of preemptive strikes and uncontrolled escalation. Share your thoughts and opinions on this analysis in the comments below. Thanks, and stay tuned for the upcoming videos.